Hey guys, this is Dr. Matthew Loop here, coming at you from ChiroFest in Seattle. This is Dr. Paul Reed's event, and if you're currently not here, you are missing out. I mean, the energy and enthusiasm is very contagious. In fact, this is probably one of the best chiropractic seminars I've ever been to. One, because it combines a lot of strategies in marketing and communication with getting on purpose and knowing your passion and knowing your why. Very, very key. So if you're not here, be here next year in Seattle for ChiroFest. But at this event, I've received dozens and dozens of questions after I got off stage from concerned chiropractors about Yelp. If you're a doctor right now, you're probably on Yelp. All that is a big review network which can benefit your practice in many ways. Unfortunately, it can actually cripple your practice if you're not careful. Some of the questions that I received during this event were, hey doc, we've had dozens of positive reviews on Yelp and all of a sudden they were filtered. Now the negative review still sticks, so what do I do? And that's really the purpose of this video, is to let you know how to handle this situation. The first thing that you need to do is always encourage feedback from your patients, clients, or customers, wherever they are. I like to start with Google Places / Google Plus Local because the overwhelming majority of people search Google first. However, Yelp has a very strong, tight-knit community that you want to be involved in. So simply ask your patients for their feedback and give them the specific URL. I never tell people to give me a 5-star rating. Just give them the URL so they can go ahead and give their feedback to you. And you want to make sure you also let them know that they should also rate and review other businesses, because one of Yelp's criteria for filtering reviews is, if you don't have an account on their network, if you just immediately open an account and then you post a positive review, and if you never come back, they look at that as a little suspect. So you want to make sure that you do review other businesses so your profile looks more legit. Complete your profile in its entirety as well. Very key. You don't want to let these negative reviews sit online and bury the positive. And if your current patients aren't reviewing other businesses too, there's a good chance that those reviews will be filtered. Now, another question that I get from chiropractors is, should I advertise with Yelp? Sometimes the positive reviews will come down and coincidentally doctors will get a phone call from Yelp asking about advertising. And the overwhelming majority of time, I don't recommend advertising with Yelp because there is a long-term contract. However, in some markets it can be very, very beneficial. I have personal clients of mine that get an extra 1 to 2 patients a week just from using Yelp strategically. Most times this is the organic section where they're not paying for advertising, they just have a lot of positive reviews on this profile, but sometimes it is the paid section, so that really should be a last resort. You can always test that later on, but it's not something that I would go after first, especially if if they're trying to hard sell you over the phone. The last thing I'd like to tell you is to not get discouraged. Google, just like Yelp, filters a lot of reviews. It's unfortunate, but what you want to do as a doctor, you want to make sure that you save a copy of each review that a patient gives you. So make sure you tell them, hey, if you go to Yelp and review us, please email us a copy of the review so you can take that review and then post it maybe on your website or post it on a wall in your office. You always want to be repackaging these reviews. Very, very key. So in short, yes, you should be using Yelp. Now, if it gets to a point where all of your positive reviews are getting filtered, one of the things that I've been recommending to chiropractors is to report Yelp to the FTC. And you can go online and Google the FTC's phone number, because eventually they're going to get enough complaints to have to look into this. And unfortunately, this is the reality, not just for chiropractors, but for many business owners, because their filter is just way out of whack. However, I will still encourage you to use their network to get reviews because of their strong knit community. That will help you bring more patients in the door so you can serve more and ultimately realize prosperity. If you have any questions, I'm always here to help you. Visit my blog at dcincome.com/blog, and if you scroll down on the blog, you'll see an entire category filled with chiropractic marketing tips that will grow your practice faster using social media and the internet. You can also like my Facebook page at facebook.com/MatthewJLoop. And if you haven't secured my blueprint, I have a 39-page blogging blueprint that will help you rank your blog #1 on Google, get more traffic to your site, and ultimately more patients through the door using your blog. So again, this is Dr. Matthew Loop. Hopefully you found some value out of this video. If you did, please click the like button below. And if you have any questions on Yelp, you can always just leave a comment below on this blog post or video. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Have a wonderful day.